Yeah. Hold on, wait. Yo, wait. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Okay, alright. I need to make my reviews quick today because I have stuff to do and I don't have time in the afternoon to actually do the reviews or edit the reviews, so they have to be done like ASAP. But that being said, holy shit. This week's chapter of One Piece chapter 743, alright? This is all off the cuff, one take. I don't have time for multiple takes, I just don't. Yo. Alright, first of all, let me start with the actual main thing. Sugar passed out. And everyone is returning back to normal, alright? And we find out that it wasn't just humans that were turned to toys, but also it was like creatures, like actual animals, like giant apes, giraffes, huge snakes, elephants, lions. They were turned into toys. Toys. I don't know why. I guess Sugar was bored. I have no idea. Maybe to cover up some kind of incidences. I don't know. Also, we have government agents, Marines, world leaders. They were turned to kings. They were turned into toys. Then we have the actual like relevant guys who were once toys. Now they're back in action. We have the Funk Brothers. The Funk Brothers, the moment they were turned back, they started beating the shit out of someone. They were like, yo, hold him, bro. I got him. I'm like, dude, like, straight up. But unfortunately, I was wrong. Don Chin was turned into a toy. So, he was turned into a toy, goddammit. But that's not the main thing here, right? The main thing here, alright, because we have three main things going on here. The first that we need to point out is that the toy soldier, Krios, he is now returned. He's back. And what I need you guys to actually keep in mind here, because after Trable, he reports his failure, like, Sugar passed out. I'm sorry, Dofi. I'm really sorry. I failed. The thing here is this. Note how he hasn't changed in age. It's been 10 years, but he looks the same. Like, when it came to the flashback, he looks exactly the same that he was in the flashback. So, I remember how Sugar, she actually never aged. Apparently, because she's been around for like a very long time. I don't know if she's actually older than Doflamingo, but she never aged. So I guess as an end result, because she never aged, people who are also under her power, under her curse, would also never age as well. So she is pretty much... I don't know why that is. I don't know why the Hobby no Mi would prevent you from aging. Would give you eternal youth in a sense. I don't know why that is. But that's the case. Maybe you can die via, the flow of time, a natural death, but as of right now, it seems as if, like, when you eat this fruit, you gain eternal youth as well as other abilities that coincide with Hobby. It's a very strange fruit. That needs more details, for sure. But in the future, because at this point in time, the Hobby no Mi is no longer the focus. The focus here is Krios, who went in there, automatic, alright? King Riku, I apologize for being 10 years late. And no. No. It's a clone. It's a Bunchi. And it's Pika. Don Flamingo's head was severed. But it's not Flamingo. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell I'm going to believe that Don Quixote Doflamingo was killed by Krios. No offense to Krios. He's a very powerful individual. But within respects of the world, no. 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 No way in hell. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. And I think it's Pika because Zoro can't find Pika. Even though the walls are still deformed, Zoro's like, Stone Guy, where'd you go? Now maybe Pika was able to actually like transform like Stone into a clone of Flamingo, and he was able to get Flamingo out of there in time to where the person that's actually lying on the ground, maybe either Pika himself, who probably still alive, or it's a Stone clone of Flamingo. So that's what I'm thinking. Because there's no... Oda would not even dare to kill someone like Flamingo like that by someone who, honest to God, in the grand scheme of things, is like low tier at best. There's no way in hell. So we'll see where that goes. But also, and before I get to the last part of the chapter, I do want to say that what Usopp did, I mean, even though Usopp, he was, you know, like, he's there bloodied. I mean, he was even more bloodied than when he fought against Miss Groundhog Day, Mr. 4. Alright? Because he got his face bashed in by a 4-ton bat. And explosions and all. And Usopp was still there. But he's even more bloody than that. So that's how powerful. That's how, well, first of all, he got his ass beat to begin with. But then on top of that, he ate that Tabasco thingy. So obviously his body's taking a toll. But he's still there, you know, thumbs up, yeah, Tontada, yeah. Out, done. So Usopp, okay, alright, fine. I mean, even again, I don't like the fact that that ended off on a gag, but I mean, it is what it is. And also, I do want to point out that Fujitora, Fujitora appears to be on the move. Fujitora appears to be on the move, and he is ready. He's all stanced up. So, incoming meteors, incoming. Also, I want to point out that we actually get to see, I think we get to see the full scope of this island. I'm not too sure exactly, but like there's Dressrosa, and then there is Green Bay. I think we get to see almost most of the island, or at least like because it has several cities, but I don't see the port city anywhere. Like there's a giant like mountain palace in the middle of everything, and the Colosseum is near the actual mountain palace. But I don't know in the sense of like how big it is. Like I can't really tell exactly. But to wrap this up, yo, what in the name? Yo, Monkey D. Dragon must have taught Sabo some real good stuff. Oh my god. First of all, it looks as if like he's using like a certain style of martial arts. Right? He calls it Ryu Shoken. And to me, it goes along the lines of like the Rokishi, the Hashoken, which is it's odd. I'm like, because it seems to be like mainly fist and hockey based, but it's pure hand-to-hand skill. So the Ryu Shoken, I mean, it's interesting, like Dragon Claw Fist. I think that's like the actual translation, but I'm digging it. I'm digging it real. Yo, Sabo was disgusting. Yo, Sabo was nasty, and it was. He just squeezed. That's all he did. He Dragon Claw Fist, Ryu Shoken, Dragon's Breath. And I'm like, oh my god. Because here's the thing that's very impressive. First of all he did was take his two hands and he put it in the actual ring. And when he did that, and he was saying the attack, it was hard to, like, it seemed as if, like, steam was coming out of the ground when he did that, and I'm not too sure. It looked fairly odd. But when he said, Ryu Shoken, Dragon's Breath, the ring just, like, snapped, and it exploded, and the water just dispersed. And even Hack, who's, mind you, Hack right now is on, like, either he's in, like, the factory area or he's in the junkyard area. No, he should be in, like, the junkyard area. No, he should be in the factory area because he was turned into a toy. So he felt an explosion where he was. He felt some kind of tremor. He felt something really big. And that was just freaking Sabo just doing the dragon breath. Like, yeah, that's crazy. That's like, yo, the Ryu Shoken, yo, Monkey D. Dragon must be ridiculously powerful. Oh no. Because Sabo was disgusting. So for those of you guys who actually stated that Sabo is probably stronger than Luffy, because within the sense of being the older brother, and them always being superior to Luffy, where Ace and Sabo were kind of like they were equivalent of each other, and they'd always have like these like they'd have like the rivalries between Ace and Sabo when they were kids, and Luffy was always weaker than them because I guess he wasn't that talented, or he was just overall weaker. To sustain that same concept today, where as far as we know, Luffy, I mean, even though he's done very impressive stuff, I mean, he's broken up half of Noah, which is a very impressive thing to do, because Noah is huge, and it's very durable because of the fact that we're talking about like what 14,000 psi, so again, very durable. And he has done that thing with Caesar Clown and the Grizzly Magnum. So Luffy's very, very powerful. But the fact that Sabo could just make the entire ring explode and like just snap, and the surrounding waters just blast up with just a simple, to the point where even Burgess, even Jesus, he's like, whoa, completely flabbergasted. Burgess, Mr. Surge Elbow. Okay, alright. So Sabo, yeah, at least. So hopefully we'll get a better idea as to what the end result of that attack was. Because I really want to see that next chapter. I want to see what the end result was. Because if they could feel it from that far down, But alright. And I do want to wrap it up by saying that, again, Rebecca, remembering that she had a father. Because they now remember. And the country's in chaos. And Flamingo's head is now wanted. He must be taken out. However, of course, there is the issue of, well, defense. Because Flamingo is probably going to be defended by Trable, Pika, and I don't know about Diamante, because right now he's in a tough spot because we have Bartolomeo, we have Sabo. So what happens with that, I'm not too sure. But overall, the chapter I thought was a great chapter, to say a great plus chapter of One Piece. It really was surprising how things panned out. Flamingo, he's not dead. Relax, he's not dead. It's not happening. But Sabo, once again, pulling out the stops. And the way it looks as if like Sabo, remember how Fujitora brung down the meteor and like the end result was Flamingo, Law, and Fujitora himself having like their own pillars of land? It looks like Sabo just pulled the same shit. Only instead of a meteor, it was like a simple squeeze, and that was it. So, like, it's just disgusting. So, but I'm done. The chaptering overall, a great plus, and I will see you guys later. King of Lightning, rate the video, comment, subscribe as always. Peace. Have a nice day.